Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Garage Reviews. My name is Raghav and today we're going to be talking about installing a bass tube in your car. Well, this is my brother's Hyundai Accent and yesterday actually we recently installed a new bass tube in this car, which is from a company called Sonilex, and this is a 10-inch bass tube for this car and it sounds absolutely insane. Now, this is not actually the only thing that we installed in this car. We also installed tweeters for the car, given over here and on the other side. And one thing very special about our bass tube is that we also installed a switch in the car, given right over here, for in case we wanted to turn off the bass tube. Now, the reason why we did that is, for example, we're going out with our family or someone who doesn't like so much bass, because bass is something that is very subjective. Some people love it, but others feel that it's a kind of a headache. So for those people, you have an easy switch given on the driver's side and you can easily turn it off. One other cool thing is that we can also remove this bass tube. Just take this plug out over here and then remove these two ports from there, and then you can take this bass tube out and keep it in your house. For example, where you wanted to go for a long road trip with your family, where you have a lot of stuff, so you can take the bass tube out, keep your stuff, and then go for that long road trip. As far as pricing goes, well, we spent around 6,500 rupees on this. The bass tube itself was 5,700 rupees. We had a AV connector, a converter, that was around 400 rupees, and then we installed the tweeters for another 400 rupees. Now, the bass tube, which I talked about, 5,700 rupees. The connecting wires that are going through all around the car, those are actually included in that 5,500 rupees. Now, as far as installation goes, it took around half an hour to 45 minutes to install the whole thing, including the tweeters and the bass tube and all that wiring. So what they did is that they removed this portion over here. They took out the original stereo for the car, and then they checked with which port or which connector was actually giving us the current. So they connected the bass tube with that, and the wire that was actually taking the power for the bass tube, we put a switch in between that is given over here, so that if you wanted to turn it off, you can do it from here pretty easily. And then all the wiring of the car goes through there behind the glove box and then goes underneath through this whole system right there. So they removed all this paneling over here and the wire goes beneath all these plastic things. And then when we get into the rear seats of the car, they had to remove this whole rear seat, put the wiring through to the trunk of the car, and that's where you can actually see all the wiring is coming through underneath the seats over there, and then it just connects to this bass tube. Now, the thing is, right now all this wiring is not looking good because I mean, it's completely exposed. But what you can do is put all this wiring underneath this plate over here where you have the spare tire of the car, and then it will look much cleaner. Now, for those of you who are wondering what this actually is, this has nothing to do with the bass tube. This is actually for the interior lighting that we installed in the car, going throughout over here on the driver's side footwell, and even in the rear seats of the car as well. And as far as we talk about the bass tube itself, the Sonilex unit, that is the Sonilex BT302, we have a 1-year warranty on it, and as I said, it's a 10-inch bass tube. I find it completely apt. It's not so much like a JBL thing that, you know, you start getting headaches after 15-20 minutes, and it is not less at all. It is completely apt in my personal opinion, and you've actually already heard how it sounds like. But the thing is, mics are not that capable of picking up the bass. So that's why I don't know if this video is doing justice to the sound quality of this thing, but trust me, in person it really is amazing. You have that thumpy feel to the point that the car actually starts vibrating, the ORVMs and the IRVM actually start vibrating. But then again, it's not so much that people around you also start getting disturbed. You can have fun inside the car, and it is pretty much awesome for that. Yeah, so it was kind of a short video, but that is the bass tube that we installed, the Sonilex BT302. In my personal opinion, a very good unit. I would highly recommend it if you are thinking of getting a bass tube installed in your car. But a small little advice, I would advise you to get that switch installed and to get the bass tube installed in such a way that you can take it out of the trunk whenever you want, because that is much more practical that way. So that's just my small little advice. But if you ever get a bass tube installed in your car, let me know in the comments down below how your experience was. My experience with the Sonilex BT302 has been completely amazing as of now, and I highly recommend this bass tube to you if you are looking for a bass tube in the market which is in the budget and sounds very, very good as well. But yeah, thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you like this video. Comment down below your thoughts on this bass tube. Share this video as much as you can, and a subscribe to the channel would be absolutely amazing because it gives me so much motivation to create content for you guys. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.